Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's sobering news. His grade is D. With this guy, it's best to stay away. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's the type who puts in a lot of effort. It's not just talk with him. He works hard, speaks up boldly, and fights for what he wants at work. Don't expect smooth or steady progress. He may have falls just as fast as his rises.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong, he reacts quickly and can get angry or upset, sometimes even loud or harsh. He doesn't hide his feelings and doesn't back down easily. He might shout, blame others, or demand things be done his way instead of quietly fixing the problem.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work may find him difficult to get along with. He's polite on the surface, but his strong opinions and quick temper often create clashes. He likes to do things his way and doesn't bend easily, so arguments or disagreements happen a lot around him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he might not show much pride or happiness for you. In fact, he could feel threatened and react with harsh words or try to pull you down instead of supporting your success. You may notice him becoming angry, jealous, or trying to control your choices at work.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he's likely to feel hurt and even angry about it, though he may not say it openly at first. Over time, you might notice him making sharp remarks, acting cold, or picking fights for small reasons. He may see your higher pay as a challenge to his pride and place in the relationship.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He doesn't pay much attention to keeping things organized, so he might not handle money carefully. You may find that he spends quickly or forgets about bills and saving, focusing more on what he wants in the moment. If something catches his eye, he's likely to buy it without much planning.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is someone who likes to show that he's successful, even if it means stretching himself beyond what he can truly afford. He may buy things or spend money just to look good in front of others, rather than sticking to what's practical. He prefers pride over practicality, and that can cause trouble in the long run.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not someone you would call open hearted or generous, especially when it comes to kindness and sharing. While he may be polite on the outside, in day to day life, he can come across as selfish or stingy, thinking mostly about himself. If someone needs help or a little extra support, he isn't the first to offer it willingly.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and controlling about money. He may keep you out of financial decisions or make choices on his own without discussing things with you. If you ask questions, he might get defensive or brush you off, making you feel unwelcome in money matters.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework is mainly your responsibility and may not willingly help out at home. If you ask him to pitch in, he might brush it off or get annoyed, insisting that his way is best or that he's too busy. Even if you are both working, he is unlikely to see chores as something to share fairly.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who thinks helping means telling you what to do, not rolling up his sleeves and getting his hands dirty. When it comes to chores or looking after children, he's likely to stand back and act like a boss, giving instructions or pointing out what's wrong, rather than actually doing the work himself. If you want a true teammate at home, this could become a big source of frustration for you.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues just to prove he's right, not to understand how you feel. When you share your worries or try to talk about problems, he's quick to defend himself and push his point, sometimes even raising his voice or making you feel small. Listening and seeing things from your side isn't his strength.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he gets angry, he's likely to lose his temper and act in ways that can be hurtful or aggressive. Instead of staying calm or respectful, he may shout, use harsh words, or even threaten to get physical. It's important to think seriously about whether you feel secure with someone like this.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he's the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, often over small things. This kind of quick temper isn't just a minor flaw, it's a serious warning sign. Ignoring this red flag can lead to a stressful and even unsafe life.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or admits mistakes. Instead, he's quick to blame you or others when things go wrong. If you value fairness, honesty, and being able to talk things out, this will be a big challenge in your relationship.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle to respect your boundaries, especially when he wants something. If you say no, he might argue, push harder, or try to convince you instead of stepping back and accepting your decision. If you ever feel unsure or pressured, listen to your gut and don't ignore these signs.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding and giving you space, he might get upset, complain, or accuse you of not caring for him. He could make you feel guilty or pressured, turning something simple into a big issue.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
It would be wise to be careful with him. He may not always treat private moments with respect, especially if he gets upset or feels challenged. If you worry that your secrets or tender moments could be thrown back at you, please take that concern seriously.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He may not be the most loyal or trustworthy partner when it comes to attention from other women. If he feels challenged at home or isn't getting his way, he might look outside the relationship for validation or excitement. If loyalty is important to you, keep your eyes open for warning signs and trust your instincts.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is very likely to be overpossessive. He may act jealous if you talk to other men, want to know where you are all the time, or try to control how you dress and who you meet. This kind of behavior isn't about love, it's about control.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might look like a protective nature is really just a controlling personality. He may say he's looking out for you, but in reality, he wants things done his way and expects you to follow his rules. Genuine protection makes you feel safe, control makes you feel small and trapped.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. While he might handle some things if asked directly, he won't naturally step up or share the load equally. If teamwork and shared responsibility in raising children are important to you, this could be a source of disappointment and feeling overwhelmed.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Instead of handling things gently or talking it out, he may shout, scold, or punish right away. This can make the children feel scared to make mistakes or share their feelings with him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is not likely to support you fully as both a mother and your own person. He may expect you to put the family and his needs first, leaving little room for your own dreams or self care. If you want to grow in your career, have hobbies, or just take time for yourself, he might get irritated, complain, or try to make you feel guilty.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might seem to support your career now but later expect you to quit once you have a child. His support may only last as long as it fits his idea of how things should be. After the baby arrives, he's likely to insist that it's your duty to stay home, even if you want to continue working.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface with your parents rather than showing real warmth or deep care. He may greet them and say the right things when needed, but true affection or genuine bonding probably won't come easily from him. If true warmth towards your loved ones matters to you, keep this in mind. He is much more likely to expect your family to adjust to his ways rather than trying to fit in himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. He tends to react quickly and with a short temper, so small issues can turn into big arguments fast. You might find him raising his voice, blaming others, or demanding things be done his way.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to act modern and open minded with you in private, but expect you to behave like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may want you to follow family customs, dress a certain way, and put on a respectful front, even if it's not how you truly feel or live at home. If you seek a life where you're accepted openly both inside and outside your home, this could become a struggle.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than backing you up. You may find yourself facing problems alone, wishing for his support but not getting it. This can make you feel alone and let down, especially when you really need him to stand by you.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
Yes, he is likely to be a mummy's boy, which means his mother's wishes and opinions will often come first. In a conflict between you and his mother, he is unlikely to take your side. Instead, he may avoid taking a stand or worse, support her openly, even if you are right. This can leave you feeling unimportant and ignored, as if you always come second in your own marriage.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Whenever there's a disagreement, he may go straight to them, telling them what happened. Even things that are personal or sensitive, it can make you feel exposed, helpless, or like your relationship is never truly your own.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, based on all we know, this guy scores a D. I think it's just best to stay away. Being in a relationship with this man is likely to feel exhausting and lonely, even if it looks okay on the outside. Every day, you might find yourself walking on eggshells, trying not to upset him or his family.